Happy Saturday morning to you, Simpsonville, South Carolina. Beautiful day out again. Going to be a little chilly, but that's a nice, refreshing change. Have you ever thought about discipleship? What does it really mean to be Christ's disciple? There was a lot that Jesus was trying to teach his disciples. And one of the things that he told them about discipleship is there's a cost. You're supposed to take up your cross daily and follow him. And several people, when asked to follow Jesus, had all kinds of excuses for not following him right away. I wonder what you're procrastinating on. Are you procrastinating on reading the Bible daily? A regular prayer life? Going to church not just on Sunday morning, but for Sunday school and for the evening service and the Wednesday service? Coming out for visitation? What is it that you've been procrastinating on? What have you been giving Jesus excuses for and not following him? Well, listen to what it says in Luke, the same chapter we've been studying, down at verse 62. Jesus said, "No one, after putting his hand to the plow, looking back, is fit for the kingdom of God." We can't keep living in the past, and we can't keep doing what we've been doing if we're going to grow as disciples. Each one of us has a responsibility for our own lives and for the discipleship that we're going to put in and for how we're going to exercise that discipleship. We should all be growing. We should all be getting closer to Christ. And we should all be serving him. And that means being an active disciple, not looking back, but putting our hands to the plow and doing the work of the kingdom of God. I want to take the remaining time just to remind you about your need for prayer and your donations to the cause in the Philippines. My recommendation for those of you that are Southern Baptist is that you give through your denomination, where 100% of what you give will go directly to the cause. I think it's very, very important that we make sure the organizations that we give through in any cause, to be sure that the money's going to get where it's needed and it's going to get there promptly. I've been impressed by the fact that the Samaritan's Purse, the Billy Graham organization, has already loaded a 747 and has it in the Philippines with water purifying equipment and food and medicine and things that are desperately needed there. That's the kind of organization that we need to support, and I believe our denomination, through its missionaries in the Philippines, will also be very effective. But I want you to remember, if you especially live in Florida, you'll remember those days when we had a few hurricanes and we lost power, some for a day, some for 5 or 6 days, or some like Lois and I for 7 days. It was terrible. You couldn't retreat from the heat because you had no air conditioning. We did have water, and we were able to flush toilets, and we did have water that was drinkable, and you could get out and get to food. But imagine being in the Philippines right now, where there's very little drinkable water, very little food. Rationing of medical supplies and treating those that are really sick is only the priority, and many others are going totally without. Why don't you take a few minutes today, right after you finish watching this devotion, just to pray for those in the Philippines. Pray for our missionaries. Pray for the doctors that have been flown in. I was impressed on the nightly news that Israel already has 65 doctors within the Philippines treating those people that need treatment. Yes, we need to put our hands to the plow, and if we can't go ourselves, we can give some out of what surplus we have, and most of us have a little surplus. So why not pray right now for the people of the Philippines, for all of those first responders, and for all of the aid that needs to come to those people, and write a check. Give it to your denomination to get into the Philippines, or give it through an organization that will get it there quickly. I hope that you'll think about that today. It's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a wonderful day.